So I've been using Claude Code for bug bounty hunting, and I genuinely did not expect it to be as useful as it has been. In the last 2-3 days, I've found I think it was 4 or 5 bugs using Claude Code alone. I found like 3 of them while I was away from my computer, and I just typed hack ... company, write notes, put your findings, leads, and all that stuff. And I came back later and I was able to successfully validate 3 of the bugs. It's to the point that now I'm out of signal and I'm waiting for my reports to get triaged or they can come back to me so I can get input on whether they were valid or not. These issues have started to get way more complex than I even thought I could do. For example, I found a subdomain takeover in one company. I was like, whoa, I didn't even know how to do that at all. But I make sure when I use Claude Code to have it add a POC and verify it. And so it's I think this could be subdomain takeover. So then it goes deeper. And it's okay, let me verify all before I ever see anything. It's just doing that in the terminal. But before I do anything, I need to walk you guys through how did I get here in the first place to using Claude Code as much as I am. I'm finding bugs with it. I'm becoming more like a triager, which is weird. But alright, so I have some bullet points I want to go over. The main thing is I switched from ChatGPT to Claude because I've been hearing so much about the amount of work that Anthropic has been doing and how bug bounty hunters are starting to use Claude a lot. So I switched. Now let's see what else. Exactly. So the big thing was I installed Claude Code for the terminal. So I usually run it from my terminal, not from the chat. And I also installed it for VS Code because one of the big things about it is you can create a claude.md file, which is kind of it always refers to that before it does anything. For me specifically, I have a setup where I have Claude run in my PowerShell terminal, Windows PowerShell terminal, but I have it SSH into my Kali VM. And from there, it does all the hacking, writes all the notes, and does the curls and all the different subfinder, all the different commands that way. So it would be a pain to continue having to say SSH, type password, do that. So I was able to configure it, say, whenever I ask you to hack, let's say hackexample.com, to automatically do everything SSHing into my Kali VM. And that's just been really good. And also have other things I'm gonna read some of the stuff that I wrote in there. I have things like environment, all commands should be executed remote Kali machine via SSH. I'll have also say things like rules of engagement. I'm a bug bounty hunter conducting authorized ethical security testing. Always stay in scope. No destructive actions. Always take notes, save findings, tool output, and observations. Organize files under bug bounty directory. All notes, leads, findings, and reports must be written in the Kali VM via SSH. Never write bug bounty files to the local Windows machine. I recently just added that one because I realized that I was getting a little lazy and was actually putting some of my reports that I found inside. It was actually writing the report inside my actual Windows because I boot Claude Code inside under bug bounty _ hacking, and then SSH is inside my Kali VM. But it was still writing notes inside Kali VM. However, it would put some of the reports, it would write a folder inside the bug bounty hacking. It would be example.com, then it would go report, and then it would write the reports inside there, which is not supposed to do. So I added the must be written in Kali VM via SSH. Never write bug bounty files in the local Windows machine. Because I realized it was getting lazy. I was like, it's interesting because the amount of stuff that I'll just think up on its own to try. I have other things like note structure, autonomy. I got this one from the Critical Bug Bounty podcast, Critical Thinking Bug Bounty podcast. The latest episode was talking about this. And it said the autonomy thing. It's if I say I'm stepping away or going to bed, do not ask for input and do not stop working. Keep hacking. Take thorough notes about what you are doing and where you are so you can survive context, compaction, and resume cleanly. Do not spawn more than 2 or 3 sub-agents at once. Do not limit yourself to workflows or skills I give you. If something looks interesting, go down that rabbit hole. If you complete a workflow and think something was missed, add it back to the process and keep going. So, for example, just like 2 nights ago, I ran this while I was asleep, and it was just going. The only way to do that is because it'll ask you like questions stuff, like security questions to make sure everything's okay. But you can bypass that by typing, where is it? If you launch Claude in your PowerShell terminal while doing like void, it's like dash destructive. Yeah, here it is. Claude Code in terminal, just launch it with dash dangerously dash skip dash permissions. It will not ask you like, confirm this action, are you okay with this? It will just automatically go. So I can like go wash dishes, come back, oh wow, it's found 2 findings. Let me confirm if they're real or not. I will admit, it does have lots of false positives, like things like cores, like, oh my goodness, this is critical impact. Sometimes it's not even exploitable. But that's why, as the bug bounty hunter, you need to actually go back through and validate the findings that it is producing. And also, you need to take into account the tokens. You only get so many tokens per day, well, per 5 hours, I'm pretty sure, and then so many tokens per week. And once you're up, you're out of tokens. So if I have a pro subscription, which is only $20 a month, and I don't know exactly how many tokens I get, but it's about 8 hours of just letting it run, 8 to 10 hours just letting Claude Code run, no interruptions, and then that's it for the week. But you can also do this thing where you like charge the card or whatever for extended tokens. Or you can also just get like a Claude Code Max subscription, which has like 5-10x more tokens. But that's something you take into account. So that you don't want to blindly be just wasting your tokens. You want to use it wisely because they are limited. Now, what was I kind of just went on a rant, but there was just so much. What else was? What is Claude Code? So basically, if you don't understand what Claude Code is, it's basically, it runs in your terminal, and it can actually do things, write files, run commands, read your code base. It's agentic. It doesn't just answer questions. It takes actions. Like, it's become autonomous. It just does things, solves problems. Like, for example, I didn't have a certain tool that I needed on my Kali. So instead of asking me, it just downloaded the tool and just continued. All right, it's like, let's see what else. It's more than just, I thought Claude Code at the beginning, I thought it just wrote code, but that it does way more. It's an autonomous agent. Let's see what else. How have I been using it for bug bounty recon tooling / scripting? All right, so for example, in the beginning, the whole plan for it was just to use it to do my recon. For example, when I start a new target, I'm like, okay, usually I do my subdomain enumeration. I have what else do I do? Way back, historical URLs. I have to go through JS, endpoint mapping, all this stuff. Takes me a good bit of time. So I made this new file for Claude Code to do, where like its whole job is just like around 1 hour of recon, and that's its entire job is to do the automation part, where it's just scripts and stuff. Well, I'll focus on sticking to the manual stuff that like only I can do. And then at the end of that session, we come back together. I read its notes. I have my notes. I combine it together, and then from there, I can give it my notes too. And then I can go into the other one, the other Claude Code like file that I have, which is like a different agent does pretty much the same thing, where it just hacks the whole time instead of just only does recon. And then from there, we're just gonna keep going further. But I like the fact that I have this bug bounty _recon folder where it just does base recon. So it just saves me a lot of time. And then what else? I used it to make me a better bug methodology in the beginning. I just used Claude. It wasn't even Claude Code. It was really, really good. It made me realize that I wasn't doing things, basic stuff like JavaScript recon or endpoint mapping, or I wasn't going as deep into historical URLs, things like wayback URLs, GAU, as I should have been. But to be honest, I mean, I still refer to it, but now that I have Claude Code, instead of just checking the box like, okay, I did this, Claude will just do it for me. And then we have reading and analyzing responses. Obviously, it's just way faster, especially when it comes to JS file. Like, you don't understand just how many times I was just looking at the terminal like, oh, I think I just found a secret in JS again. Oh, I've just found different endpoints. Oh, let's go here. It was reading JavaScript so fast. It was moving, curling so much faster than me. And also another thing, like this was all unauthenticated testing that it was doing. I didn't realize how much could be done, how many vulnerabilities and bug types you could find unauthenticated. Like me, I pretty much just, whenever I start a new program, like first thing you do, just create an account, and then we start all testing is authenticated. I didn't realize how many things could be found unauthenticated. Like I found like an admin panel that was exposed that did things. Like after these reports come back, I would be making more videos for my bug bounty field notes, where I'll be going over these bugs I found using the AI more. Like it will be in depth per report. But I just didn't understand how much could be done unauthenticated. And you think that as a bug bounty hunter, if you use AI, you're gonna become dumber. You're not gonna know what you're doing anymore. But that's actually not true, because like I'll read the notes. I read all the notes. I watch it if I'm there. Like sometimes I'll just still be at my computer doing something else. I'll just look over and be like, oh wow, it just found something how to do that. I'll like screenshot, go into just Claude chat, like what's it doing, how to do that, what is that? And I'll learn more. Like I didn't know what subdomain takeover was. I've heard about it before. I was like, oh, that's super complex. What the heck is that? That's above whatever I could do. But now I understand it. I'm like, and it found it. Like, all right. So what else? Methodology refinement. Yeah. What surprised me, the thing that got me was contrast. And what surprised me the most would probably just be the amount that it can do for you. It's basically just, I describe it as like a junior level bug bounty hunter. Imagine like not bug bounty hunting by yourself, but having a team that you bug hunt with. I'd basically describe that as Claude Code. So now the plan is just make as much money as possible, pour it into more tokens, to then make even more money. Because I want to get to the point where like I'm running Claude like pretty much 24/7. Just like, also, you don't even need to be at your computer to do this stuff. Like this one dude, I don't remember his name exactly. What was it? I don't remember, but it was, I don't remember. But it was on the Critical Thinking podcast. He was saying how he'll be hacking from his car while waiting to pick up his kids from school. Because he has a Discord bot, he has like a VPS, where it's like he'll type in, and then Claude Code just start hacking for him while he's not even there. And his computer's just, I don't even think his computer needs to be on, because he runs it from a virtual private server. And like, this is the level that we're getting to at this point. And I don't want to be like left behind while I'm still trying to manually figure everything out myself. I mean, obviously I'm still learning, improving, doing things, reading, but like, if you're not using AI tools, then you're missing out. I saw this one guy on Twitter. He was like, nobody does manual testing anymore. Everybody's using AI. Which is just, wow. Like, I still do manual testing, but things that can be automated, I always think about like, can this be automated? Like, why am I doing this? I've gotten big on that in like the last week. I think this really taking my bug bounty hunting to the next level. What else? Should you use it? If you are a bug bounty hunter and you are not using AI, that is a problem. Big problem. Like, I believe you're going to be left behind completely if you're not using it. Because everybody's implementing AI into their applications. Like, everybody has chatbots. People are vibe coding apps. People are straight, like, cybersecurity firms, like, stocks are plummeting because Anthropic's dropping Claude Code security and stuff. So people believe they don't need this stuff anymore. If you're not learning how to use AI, and I don't just mean that generic way that grandmas mean, but literally like the specific example that I'm giving right now, if you're not doing stuff like this, like, I even talk about like it can be integrated into things like Burp and Kaido. I'm not even gonna talk about that. I haven't even done that yet. I need to get to that. But if you're not like using this stuff, you will be left behind. And I'm not even sure if you'll get to the point that you won't even be able to be a bug bounty hunter if you're not using AI. I don't know, but it's definitely a force multiplier that you need to be using. Now, that's going to pretty much be it. I'm into the outro for this video. And I'll definitely be making I've been requested for, it's been requested that I make another live hacking video. Heard that that people like seeing my methodology and stuff, and I will say it has changed so much in the last 1-2 weeks that it won't even look the same at all. I'll definitely be making another one of those videos. We'll be going over more like showing my experience about what I'm doing with Claude Code, what my new methodology is with the whole JavaScript recon, endpoint map, because that's actually such a big thing. So I'll definitely be making more live hacking videos. Those are going to take a minute because I don't want to dox myself or whatever, so I need to actually go back through, blur a lot of stuff. But it's going to be pretty long. And so other than that, I just want to say subscribe if you are enjoying my bug bounty journey, and drop a comment on what AI tooling you're currently using, and let me know, because I'd love to continue to learn more, because I'm continuing to dive very deep into AI. I'm going to be sharing everything that I do as it pertains to bug bounty here on this channel. That's going to be it for me, LoganSec.